Welcome back, everybody, to our tiny house. You can see this is the outside right now, and what we're going to do in this video is make some kitchen lights and show you some render techniques to go along with it. So where's the best? So we're in this kitchen view. I'm going to put some pendant lights, kind of like what we see in the example online. So to do that, let's make a new family. Go to new family, and I think it's called lighting. Lighting fixture. We can do ceiling based. We can do wall based, like a wall sconce. We don't actually have a ceiling, so this is probably not going to work. We'd have to put one in. So I think I'm just gonna do good old-fashioned regular lighting. I'm just gonna throw this in there. So you need to use this one because this thing has right here, which is called a light source. It's kind of hard to see. It's yellow. If we go to shaded, you can actually see it a little better. And if we go to one of the 3D views, right now it's just a big ball. So it's like a little tiny sun. Think of it that way. And this is the point. So the real thing you can't do is cover this point up because that's the light source point. And if we go to light source definition, we can see some generic things of what it looks like. So a line, you know, it's like a tube, kind of like fluorescent lighting you see in the high school. You got a box, you know, and then you can see the light distribution. This is like a sun, goes everywhere, only half, and so on and so forth. So I want to say, you can actually do a custom one with that one, but I think I want to do, let's do everywhere and emit like a little sphere, just like we're doing. So exactly what we got. And basically what I'm going to do is work from the side view, or one of the views, and you can see it actually has it off the ground, which is kind of nice. Which would mean we got 3 feet 6 for a regular drop down here. So let's go ahead and work with that. So what plane is this? This plane, actually let's work from this side and make our own new plane. So create reference plane, and I'm just going to throw it up 3 inches above this one. I'm going to click on here for name. I'm going to say light base. That's my light base right there. So I'm going to go back to create, extrusion, and I'm actually going to go to 3D and then set my work plane. And I'm going to pick that light base. So by name, light base. And I'm going to rotate to the top view. So you should be able to see it. This is kind of hard in this video, but you can kind of see what we're doing here. And what I'm going to do is just a circle. So these are small pendants. So 1.5, that'll give us 3 inch total. That's the... And have them go up 3 inches as well. Apply, hit OK, and then we can go kind of. So you can kind of see this is it. It's going up. So you can see this. Think of this as the little housing with all the electronic wiring and everything else, and the bulb connection right here. That's going to drop down, and you can make this any which way you want. I'm going to put this on shaded so you can kind of see that glow. And then what we're going to do is go underneath it. So, and let's see if this, I hope this works. Okay, so we're going to go to create. This time I'm going to set the work plane to be the bottom of this. It's the bottom of this surface. And I'm going to do an extrusion, And basically it's just going to be 2 circles. I'm working on a really odd angle here, but I guess I could just rotate that. That'd be easier. Alright, so like that, and then like this. So basically this is going to be the thickness of the glass. So it'll be kind of thick. And I'm just going to rotate it back so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. So like that. So now the color point is, or the light source right here is right there. So I did 3 inches. I'm going to do 4 inches. Just be a little different. And I want to make sure this right here is glass. I'm going to open up my materials and find glass. You know, you can make your own glass. This has got to be transparent, or I believe this will not work at all. Alright, so almost done. You just got to make the cord or whatever is going to hold this up. So create again, extrusion. This, rotate my view around. And it's going to be something really small. It's like a wire hanging down. Now this one, before I push and pull this up, I'm going to go back to one of my views and then push that up. And we want to host this to the top. So I don't really know what the standard is for pendant lights dropping down, so I'm just going to bring it up. I'm going to do a dimension here from this top to the bottom, 7/8. So if I take this and I push this up, I'm just going to get somewhere around 8 feet. 8 feet and 1/4, that's totally fine. Okay, I'm going to go back to 3D and make sure these are the right colors. So like this, and you know, you can make it, this is where you can spend some time and make some new colors. I'm just going to do something really, really simple. Right click, rename, silver grayish. Whoa, why did I do that? Where'd it go? There's my silver. I'm going to use under appearance, and I'm just going to grab, I should have said gray. This is more gray. And I'm going to add some glossiness to it just so it shines. I'm going to make it metallic as well. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and say, sure, yep. So there it is, and then at the very, very top, I'm just going to add another little disc. So create, extrusion, set the work plane. This time I'm going to pick the very top, and a little disc. Rotate my view because I can't grab the middle. That's odd. Didn't give me the center, but you know what? That's why we can draw a line. I'm just gonna make it. Yeah, that's fine. Then delete this line, and then go up something really small, like a 1/2 inch, and make sure this thing is silver as well. My fake silver color material. Alright, so there it is. Pendant light source not being blocked. And let's go ahead and file. Save as family. Make sure you save it to wherever you are saving things. So mine's in my Revit tiny house. I'm just going to call this pendant light. Save that, load into project. Here it is, and you can just throw it anywhere. But obviously I'm in this 3D view, so this is not helpful at all. I'm going to go to first floor. Go to component, place component, and there's my pendant light. And I'm going to have to tweak this, but I think I want one here and one here. And maybe one, let's say the there was a table right there. I'll put one right there too, just for what we're doing right now. Okay, so there they are. 1, 2, 3. And now what I need to do is I'm gonna open up my section, my 3D section. I'm gonna cut into this. You can also use the actual section views. I just always like working in 3D. Alright, so I've totally done that. Rotate my view, and look at that. They're actually almost perfectly placed already. And this is weird, but I'm pushing down and it's going up, and I'm pushing up and it's going down. So I don't really know why it's doing that, but they're just a little bit off. Because if you remember, these were placed, they already had those drops, and those are so low. They're kind of ridiculous. There's no way I'd put these that low. But let's go ahead and jump into our kitchen view now. So there they are, and let's just see if we can make these lights show up nice and bright when we render it. So down here where you see the little teapot, go ahead and open that up, and let's just put it on draft and artificial lights down here. So lighting scheme, let's just do interior artificial only. Interior artificial only, and see if let's just see what happens. Go ahead and hit render. It should only take a second. I'll pause the video though so you can kind of see. So I paused the video so you can see, and it does work. You can actually see how beautiful these pendant lights are shining. All the shadows that they make, you can see it's pitch black outside, as I didn't put any light on for the outside. So if you go ahead and try interior sun and artificial, let's see what happens when we do this. And this, again, this is on draft. So now it's going to be way exposed because the outside sun is going to be, you know, obviously. But we can still see how the lights work. So you can see, and you can see that my ceiling is a gloss to it, and that looks absolutely ridiculous, as it is actually reflecting that. So I need to paint the ceiling, change that to something, a matte finish like a normal ceiling paint. But you can see in this short little video of how to make lights. So you can make wall lights, outside lights. This is when projects look really good, is when you start making lights for the outside, and then you get into, you know, you go to, I don't think we have, do we have a 3D view of the outside? No, we got one of the stairs, two of the stairs, or I do, one of the bathroom, one of the kitchen. So if I go to first floor, if you want to play around with this, and then do my camera, where's my front first? Yeah, so I'm gonna do it on, I'll do it in this angle, about right here. So I'm gonna click and go past the house, and we're gonna fix, you know, a lot of this walking up. We need a little porch here, but we can do that, and then we can put this on shaded. You can put on some fancy one of those, and that's the shadow, sorry. And go ahead and so watch this. So now that we made this, let's rename it front of house. So even though I'm in the outside of the house, I can go down to render, render, and just do artificial only interior, and let's see what happens. You should just see some little bit of light. Yeah, you can see that. So you can see, you know, that only those 3 little pendant lights are the only lights we have in our entire house. So everything else is just pitch black. And we can go ahead, let's just try it one more time with sun, render, and we're a little overexposed here. Let's try exterior sun. I don't know what's that up with. That's sorry. What's up with that? I think because when you come from the inside, these are for renders from the inside, and they really expose the outside light coming in, so you get way more sunlight coming in. And then these are for the outside, so you can't really see, but those lights are, I believe, on. But you can see this is our beautiful. And again, this is on draft, so if you put it on best or something else, it's gonna go way faster. But I always do draft just to see. And then finally, we'll spice this all up and make it a lot better. But in that short video, you can make wall sconce lights. You can do all sorts of fun things with lighting.